Two officers thought they were responding to a routine call. A worried mother, a missing teenager. Nothing unusual. But within minutes, something felt off. What happens when the person helping the police knows their procedures better than anyone else? And what if the truth is hidden just a few feet away, while everyone is being told a lie? As this case unfolds, every calm answer, every small detail, and every delay begins to matter. So ask yourself this as you listen. How long can someone hide the truth when police are already inside the house? And more chilling, what happens when the truth is discovered too late? On July 7th in Millersville, Maryland, two officers arrive at a quiet home after receiving a call from a worried mother. She says her 15-year-old son Dason might be missing. At first, it sounds like a situation police handle all the time. A teenager leaves upset, a parent panics. Officers help locate the child and bring things back under control. But almost immediately, things don't feel right. The officers walk up to the house and knock. They wait, no one answers.
Come on, just letting you know.
From inside, they hear loud banging coming from upstairs. Not once, but multiple times. Still, no one comes to the door. They knock again. After several minutes, a man finally opens it.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, boss, and yourself?
He looks winded, like he's been moving quickly. His tone is friendly, calm, almost too calm. His name is Eric Banks Jr. The officers explain why they're there. They're supposed to serve a protective order. Eric says the judge ordered both him and his wife to stay away from each other. He stresses that the order goes both ways. Then the officers ask about the missing teenager. Eric says Dason ran out the back door. He gestures toward the rear of the house and says the boy's belongings were there. He repeats that Dason is not inside. The officer presses him. A 15-year-old left without a phone? Eric answers quickly. He says he took the phones back because they're on his phone plan. He explains he's separating finances because of the split.
Where's DJ? She called him and he went out the back door.
It's not here.
No. You want to come in?
Just let you know you're being audio.
Oh, hey, I know. I see y'all got the body cam.
Yeah.
He was like,
Do you have a phone?
huh? I took my phones back.
Okay.
Yeah. So all the phones are on my plan. Separating everything.
And you have no idea where if you just let a 15-year-old walk out of your house with all his bags packed.
No, his bag's at the back door. I literally told him, wait for your mom to get here. The police supposed to come here to serve her a piece of protective order. The judge told her to call you guys before she comes to. I'm not trying to get in trouble.
I understand.
He claims he told Dason to wait inside until the boy's mother arrived with police present, but says Dason ignored him and left anyway. Eric tries to sound helpful. He offers to let them come inside, then adds, just so you know you're being recorded. While he talks, two small children sit nearby. They are Eric's sons, Evan, who is 5, and Tristan, who is 3. At the time, no one realizes how important those children will become. The officer asks again if Eric truly has no idea where Dason went. Eric says no. He suggests checking the home security system. He mentions ADT and says it would show the door activity. The officer explains this is serious. A missing teenager without a phone is not normal. Eric nods and repeats that he understands. Then they ask about Dason's mother, Latrice. Was she supposed to meet police before coming to the house? Eric says yes. He explains the protective order makes it illegal for them to communicate directly without police present. He says he's trying to follow the rules. The situation is already tense. Eric and Latrice have protective orders against each other. They're not allowed to speak freely. There's another key detail. Eric is not Dason's biological father. Latrice has custody rights. The plan was for Latrice and Dason to move out. Dason was packing his things that day because he was leaving with his mother. That alone is emotional. A teenager being told he's leaving the home. Parents who can't even speak to each other without police. The entire house feels unstable. And now the teenager is missing on the exact day he's supposed to leave. Eric explains that Dason was upset about the separation. He describes a deep conversation where Dason said he was tired of being caught between two sides. Eric says he reassured him that his love wouldn't change. He claims court happened earlier. He says Latrice told the judge Dason wanted to go with her. Eric says he later called Dason and told him to pack because he was going to Arizona and might not come back. Eric presents it as painful but normal, a messy breakup, an emotional teen, but the officer points out the problem. If Dason walked out with no phone and no one knows where he is, that's not okay. Eric suggests Dason might be at a friend's house, hiding because he didn't want to go with either parent. Officers step away to search the neighborhood. They check with neighbors, nothing. One officer runs Eric's information. Eric Banks Jr., age 34, active Baltimore Police Department officer since 2018, 10 years in the United States Marine Corps. The mood shifts. A search begins. When officers return, they question Eric again. His story stays mostly the same, but he starts adding details. He says Dason went upstairs, then he followed, then he came back down, and Dason was gone. Still, no sign of the teen. They try calling Latrice, no answer. At this point, officers ask the obvious question. Can they search the house? Eric agrees. He says he'll walk with them.
That's your room.
The one with the bunk bed right here?
Yeah. This is the kids' room.
DJ!
This is my room right here. Oh, yeah, he's chopping. He's tall enough. He's not.
They begin checking rooms. They pass a bunk bed room Eric calls the kids' room. As they move through the house, one officer notices Eric becoming tense. He's less relaxed now, more controlling. The officer tells him to calm down. Acting nervous during a simple search raises suspicion. They head toward the third floor. This is where Eric clearly becomes uncomfortable. An officer mentions having a light. Eric says quietly it might dim on you. The discovery. They find a small opening, a crawl space near Eric's bedroom. Inside, they find Dason. His body is cold. Later, officers realize something disturbing. Eric didn't fully close the opening before answering the door. The space was left accessible. The officers react professionally. They move Eric away. They secure the scene.
Is this always down? No, this is where my safety is. Yeah. So this is where my guns go. Okay. You got your little light on your side?
Yes, I do.
You got a light? Back up. Okay.
It might dim on you. You get 2 batteries.
What's up? 95. 95. Alright. What's up, bro? 95.
Children are still inside the house. One officer attempts life-saving measures, but it's already too late. Dason is shirtless. His jeans are soaked with moisture from an unknown source. EMS is called. Eric is placed in a patrol vehicle but not fully secured yet. He asks to kiss his children. The officer tells him no. Eric keeps pushing. He leans forward. He tries to move. Then he says something that changes everything.
What's up? They came right now.
Alright, where are we?
Starting at it. I have one start now. Okay. DJ! DJ! What's up? What happened?
Let's go to the car, alright?
Yeah, let's go to the bus.
Anyone?
On the front. Alright, yes. Oh, in the front, sir.
Here, let me move one thing out of your way.
Oh, great.
Alright, just see for
I just threw my life away. He repeats it. Then he begs the officer to choke him. During the struggle, Eric resists. He shifts, twists, and fights control. At one point, he reaches for the officer's gun and nearly dislodges it. This is one of the most dangerous moments an officer can face. Eventually, more units arrive. Eric is restrained. EMS declares Dawson deceased. The investigation. Eric is taken to the station. During transport, he hits his head against the cage repeatedly, damaging the vehicle. Everyone is separated. Investigators speak with Latrice first. She describes Dawson as kind, respectful, and quiet until comfortable. A good kid. The kind teachers cared about. She talks about the crawl space. She says it was always closed and screwed shut. It scared her. She also describes seeing Dawson's body, bruising, a dark mark on his nose, swollen eyes, a busted lip. The autopsy later confirms the cause of death, asphyxiation, evidence of strangulation.
Your children said something to you?
Evan,
Evan, and what did Evan say?
that he saw Daddy bringing DJ upstairs. And I said, where were you? And he said he was in the living room. I just didn't want to pry too much, but then I said, oh, was DJ sleeping? He said, no, he wasn't snoring. And then I said, was he moving? And he was just like, no. And then he also told me that Daddy made him and Tristan go in the bathroom and cover their eyes.
Okay.
But this was before. This was when the police first knocked at the door.
Okay.
Evan didn't say anything about the knock because he told him to go in the bathroom first. So I'm a little confused of like the order. So I don't know if that's maybe when he was going to let the police in. But Evan did say he saw that.
Then investigators interview Evan, now 7. In a child-friendly room, he explains that his mom wasn't home, that Dad and DJ were there, that DJ was supposed to go to Arizona. He draws the staircase. Later, Latrice shares what Evan told her earlier. He said he saw Daddy bring DJ upstairs. He said DJ wasn't moving. He said Daddy made him and Tristan go into the bathroom and cover their eyes. Eric is interviewed hours later. He's handcuffed to the table. Detectives build rapport. They talk about the military. Eric relaxes. Then they discuss the day. Eric says he felt done. He says he planned to end his life. He claims he made blue Gatorade and crushed pills. He says Dason came downstairs. Then Tristan said something was wrong with DJ. Eric claims he found Dason in the bathtub. He says he panicked. He lied to police. He hid the body. Detectives don't believe him. They confront him with the autopsy. He was strangled. Eric explodes in denial. He never confesses. Eric Banks Jr. is charged with first-degree murder. second-degree murder, and child abuse resulting in death. He later pleads guilty to second-degree murder and attempting to disarm a police officer. On October 4, 2022, he is sentenced to 42 years in prison. If he serves the full sentence, he will be released in 2064. And what began as a routine missing person call ends as one of the most disturbing cases officers would ever face.